Hey y'all, today I wanted to talk to you about some of my travel experiences that you won't believe. So me and my cousin and her two daughters are traveling in Paris, France, and we're on the subway coming from Disneyland Paris to the Eiffel Tower, and we get off our stop and my cousin is like, "Oh, this isn't our stop. I think we got off on the wrong stop." And I'm like, "What?" And so we get up from the entrance and we look up and there's the Arc de Triomphe. It's huge and massive, and it was just such an aha moment that, perfect divine timing. So I'm learning surfing in Nicaragua, and my guy tells me not to bring my glasses in the water. And so he takes my glasses for that trip, and I don't think anything of it. And then the next day, we were doing some exercises and some games, and we decided to take a dip in the water, and I took my glasses, and I dip in the water, my glasses go right in the wave, and I had to go home without my glasses. Going through TSA without glasses is highly unrecommended. So if you guys have been watching my earlier videos, you might have heard how I won $5,500 from Rockstar Energy. What I did with that money is I spent it on a year's worth of counseling. I also bought a Sony Alpha camera with it, and I had to pick it up in Washington for certain reasons, but I call my best friend Abby and I'm like, "Hey girl, I need you to get in the car with me and drive to Seattle." And she said yes. So we drive to Seattle, we stay at my friend's house because I used to live in Bellingham, and we pick up my camera. We drive from Bellingham all the way back to Seattle, which is maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I forgot my meds at my girlfriend's house, and so we had to turn all the way back around. I wanted to stop at a bakery. It's called 85 Degree Bakery. If you've ever heard of it, shout out. If you know, you know. So delicious. But my girlfriend Abby was like, "I don't want to go. We've had this long day. I think we should just turn in." And I was like, "No, girl, we have to stop here." And I'm so glad we did, and so was Abby. And it was one of the most memorable parts of our trip. I remember the first time I went to Portland. I was with one of my best friends at the time, and we were going to this downtown party. And we go into this building, and it's like an office of a literature studio. And then we go to the second floor, and there's a library. And then the third floor is an apartment loft. And it was just the coolest space. I was totally in love with it. The people that were there wanted us to stay for a party. And we're sitting there talking, and there's the chef from the Portland area, sushi chef. And he is trying to tell me that there's no good sushi in Hawaii. I was like, we promptly need to go. And so me and my friends left, but it was still such a memorable experience for me. It had crazy art, and Portland is just a wild town. So on one of my recent trips to New York City, I went to the Museum of Modern Art, and I'm just stumbling in early in the morning. I went there as soon as it opened, and I walk into one of the rooms, and I literally go, "Holy shit," because it was literally the Starry Night from Van Gogh. And to be in a room by myself with a piece of art like that, I was dumbfounded. A lot of people popped in after and started taking pictures, but art is just such a great thing to explore when you're traveling. You hear and see about famous pieces of art, but you really do have to see them in person to get the full experience.